There's a very real problem that many men go through, and I want to talk about it. Have you ever experienced this?
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Don't despair, I'm going to show you how to fix it. I use an awful lot of masking tape. This is the DIY Crude Double Tape Dispenser. For making labels, for holding things together when I glue them, to actually masking parts when I paint. I like having two types on hand, the inexpensive tan kind, which is more sticky, and the blue tape that doesn't leave residue on finishes when you remove it and leaves a cleaner paint line. The problem I've had with other tape dispensers is that they slide when you pull the tape with one hand. The suction cup on this model lets me attach it firmly on a smooth tabletop for easy one-hand use.
Solid as a rock. I'm seeing this as a huge convenience and a big time saver. But why stop there? Let's take it to the next level.
If you've ever joined me down here in the shop for one of my previous videos, you'll know that I love having everything in one place. This is my work area. I have all of the basic tools I need for most projects right here above my workspace. Scissors, Sharpies, thick and thin, my trusty X-Acto knife, a mechanical pencil, rulers and eraser, my marking awl, my tape measures, my personal protection equipment, and of course, lots of lighting. So here is the challenge. I want to use this tape dispenser, but I want to keep my workspace clean. Can we mount this vertically right up here on the wall? Now, first things first, what would happen if we turn this like this? If you notice, the mount where the tape reel slides into is slanted, so it actually is at the right angle. So if we drop this in here, it will stay in place and we can mount it vertically. Even though it doesn't say so in the instructions, this tape dispenser does have a hole at the bottom there, and even a little cutout in the foam. We could very easily just screw that to the wall right there, and we will have achieved our purpose. But here's the thing. Who says we want this all the time right here on the wall? Wouldn't it be great if we can just come over here, grab it and go and bring it where we want it? Well, that's the goal right now. So how do we do this? So here is what we're going to try. What is this? Yes, it's neodymium magnets. But is the tape dispenser magnetic? Oh, I think we have our answer. Let's give it a try. Before we dive in, I just want to give a little safety tip when handling these magnets. These are very powerful magnets. Do not get your finger in between two magnets and let them grab each other, or you will get a nasty pinch. So be careful when using magnets. I thought of modifying the bottom of this by taking off this protective foam just to give a really good contact for the magnets, but I kind of like this feature. It'd be convenient if we could leave that in place. So let's find out if these magnets are strong enough to stick to the bottom through the foam. And I'm just going to keep them here because they're easy to handle in this. Oh, yep, look at that. I don't think we're going to have a problem. To give you an idea of just how powerful these magnets are, these are 1.25 inch magnets. I'm going to show you just how strong the teeny tiny magnets are right here. These teeny tiny magnets are only about 1/4 inch, and they are plenty strong. They can hold on to my rulers just fine. They can grab that one right there. That's not going anywhere. And of course, if you're wondering how that's stuck on there, just a little thumbtack. A little tip from your buddy Mike. I've been very happy with what I built with the really small ones. I have to tell you, sometimes the big ones are just frighteningly strong. Here's an example. I put one of the big neodymium magnets here on the drill press to hold my chuck key, and you have to be careful where your fingers are, buddy. Oh yeah. Here's another place I used a single big magnet right here for my drill bit helper holder, and that sucker just sits right there and it is solid. Well, I think this is probably going to get a lot of wear and tear, so let's not just try one, let's try two neodymium magnets to hold this sucker to the wall. So here's another tip. Instead of using the actual magnets to lay out your project, I use these spacers, which protect the magnets and keep them off of each other. I use the spacers to determine how far apart I want those magnets to be. That looks like about the right spacing. Of course, if I had spaced these out with the actual magnets, right now I would be trying to pry them off the bottom of the tape dispenser. It looks like 75 millimeters is the perfect distance apart from each other to mount these magnets. Gonna mark my holes. And because I don't like messes, I'm going to make a little bib out of paper to catch the wood chips. All right, full disclosure, the 1 1/4 bit is a little bit tight, so we are going to move up to 1 3/8. So we have one larger one, one smaller one, and we'll see which one works best. Question now is, did our bib catch anything? Yeah, it caught something, but so did the bench. All right, we're back in business. Let's mix up a little bit of 2-part epoxy. Here's a quick magnet tip. Magnets are often marked for polarity. There's a little dot on one side and no dot on the other. So we're gonna keep the polarity the same. I'll install it with the dot facing away. Now I know that's going to squish out, so I'll just leave that there for a second. I'll get my other magnet. This one will fit in better. Come on. I know, that's an easy fit. In fact, that's more than a generous fit. Let's just hope it goes in and stays centered. I'm just going to make a little shim here out of paper just to center that magnet in its little hole. A little bit of tape while it's drying, just to act as a helper. It's 5-minute epoxy, but I'm going to give it about 2 hours to fully cure, and we'll come back and see how we did. The moment of truth. Oh, that feels pretty good. Okay, here's the test. It works. It works. Thanks for watching. Be good. Be well, be safe, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Bye-bye. Oh, that's funny. These magnets are 1 1/4 inches, so I'm going to use a Forstner bit. A Forstner bit lets you make a shallow depression in the wood. I dropped my ruler behind the bench. Hello, ruler. Where'd you go? Fortunately, it is magnetic, so let's go fishing. I think 1 is all it's going to take. Helper bar here. Go. Come on, don't drop the phone, don't drop the phone, don't drop the phone. Alright, I lost my magnet. Victory!